Did you know that the average rank in Rainbow Six Siege is Silver 1? It's an ordinary rank that everybody already knows. But what if I told you that anybody can become extraordinary? Mostly talking to those guys who think they're cursed in the rank and then never find a way up. In that case, Platinum is that extraordinary type of award that we get of thinking, oh hey, I'm actually kind of good at this game. I'm going to give you guys 7 breakdown of key important tips of how you can get Platinum for your first time. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Athieno. I've been playing this game for about like 5 years of my life. Crazy, right? When I first hit Platinum, it was a great achievement. Like back on Xbox, I felt like I was really good at the game. And that wasn't only a self-belief, but like I actually was like a little bit above average at the time. So these tips I'm about to tell you guys that worked from years ago all the way until now, they've worked because they're fundamentals. Now you need to understand, no matter what rank you are, there's no such thing as a bad rank or, oh, that rank's already easy to get. If it was so easy to get, then why is the average rank in this game Silver 1? There's obviously some sort of skill gap or information gap is what I want to give you guys to fill that in. So misinformation leads to misdirection. The first important key tip I want to tell you guys to help you guys hit Platinum for the first time is start hitting it from the back. Now that sounds a little weird, but no matter what rank you are, this actually will help you. It's like a little, kind of like a little pocket knife you can use in your fight, like a little pocket skill. Whenever you are attacking somewhere and you run into a brick wall, they have all the guns facing you and you have nothing else to do. Instead of wasting your life and, you know, wasting your chances of winning the round, how about you reset it? Look at the utility you have in your pocket, drones, teammates, health, how much, you know, that all that stuff kind of leads up to your confidence of, okay, I can still win the round. Now, this is kind of like a second chance of life. If you run into a brick wall, go to find like the next back door of a bomb site and hit it from there. Trust me, this will throw off a lot of people, especially on defense. They're going to think you're in the front, but at the same time, by the time they look behind them, you're already set up to come like backstab them. So try that in your games and let me know if that does help out. Try the backstab, hit it from the back. Have that almost be an impulse. Now, I wouldn't do it every time, but this will definitely get you out of those sticky situations that you have like a 1% of winning. The second thing I want to help you guys to get Platinum for your first time is I want to assess your knowledge of the game. I'm not talking about do you know all the crazy angles and what every operator does. That's kind of the basics, but I want to actually test your understanding of the game. I'm going to give you guys 5 things and I want you guys to answer honestly and kind of, you know, if you're confident in these. The first thing, do you know how to play the objective? For example, if it's bomb, do you know how to plant the bomb, where to plant the bomb, how to play time? If they don't have the diffuser, do you know how to play? The second thing, what does every operator do? Do you know all the gadgets already? Because you're going to face against every operator in the game, maybe at least 5 times or more. And yes, even a Caviera, you're going to find some calves on the way to plat. Number 3, do you know how to play every bomb site? Now, I'm not talking about the offsite like on Villa Living Room, but you know, there's always 3 tertiary bomb sites on every single map, no matter which map it is. Do you know how to play those and how to counter any kind of attacks that come from it? Or are you just kind of running with the head cut off hoping to get kills? Because I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work that well. Number 4, callouts and information. Do you handle information well? Are you kind of tunnel visioned? Or do you actually listen and know how to call out where an enemy is? Knowing callouts could be the split second from you winning and losing a round. And the 5th thing, kind of circling back to the first thing, is time. Do you know how to play the clock? When the clock is at 2 minutes, you should be inside the building. When the clock has 15 seconds left, you should know not to peek and to stay alive. You know, general understanding of the game will definitely win you a lot of those rounds where you should be and not to be throwing anything. So those 5 things I just said, I want you to test your knowledge a little bit. Do you know it fully? Because if you do all 5 of those, you should be able to hit Platinum in easy. The third important thing of hitting Platinum for your first time is start recognizing the patterns of the map. So obviously we know every map is played differently and every map has a different bomb site. So do you know which holes to make, what utility to bring? Does a shield go there? Do you need barbed wire here? It's understanding like the patterns of the map, common spots where people like to enter it from. Let's use Aviator on Villa, for example. We'll start with the defense. The defense, you have to make sure to reinforce the bar walls, the AV walls, make head holes in between, the default rotate, and kind of the operators to bring as well. When you understand the pattern of a bomb site, you recognize which operators you need to bring. Sometimes you don't need to bring wall denial. Sometimes you don't even need to bring Jaeger. But for this bomb site's sake, we're going to make sure we bring at least a Jaeger, a wall denial, a shield, one trap operator like Malusi, barbed wire, anything like that, like Thorn. And the last one can just be a fragger on the opposite side of the map. On defense, you should know you don't really need to roam too much, but most likely you just need to make sure you hold on to main stairs, make sure they don't enter the bomb site. You know, studies a very common place to attack. Now moving on to attacking, you know, everybody repels up to the study balcony. They might enter below main door, or maybe they might come master side over. It's really those three common attack spots. You don't see on an aviator bomb site people are entering in freaking basement, because basement is it's irrelevant to the bomb site. But use that structure I just told you guys. You know, what are the common spots of attacking, where they enter from, and on defense, what are some choices of map control that you want to hold. That way you're not just sitting in sight like a sitting duck or turtle waiting to get shot in the head. So recognizing the patterns of each map will definitely give you better positioning and overall become a better Siege player. Number 4 on our list to get platinum for your first time is actually having an interest to improve. A lot of you guys, you know, they say that you want to hit a certain rank, but then your attitude is poor, your mindset is poor, and overall you just get up after one loss. Now, I'm not saying you should just lose 5 matches in a row and be like, yeah, I'm learning. Well, obviously you're doing something wrong, but you've got to understand that you have to make a lot of mistakes in order to learn. Keep in mind, some of the pro players you see on Dark Zero, TSM, for example, like Achieved and Canadian, they were both copper when they started this game. Now, they're literally the best players in the world. We all start somewhere, so no matter how bad of a day you're having, just take a break from the game for a day and just come back with a fresh mindset to want to learn. It might seem very obvious, but it's very, very crucial that you don't get that out of your head. And the 5th thing of getting platinum for your first time is understanding solo queuing versus 5 stacking. These are your tools to modify your win percentage in the game. Now, the reason I say don't solo queue and only 5 stack is because that would just be a little hard-headed of me. I think 5 stacking definitely is about 80% better than solo queuing, just because you have that natural coordination and teamwork that is widely missing in solo queue, even if you have game chat. But sometimes in 5 stacking, you might be playing with the wrong players and they might not give you that coordination. It might be toxic, you guys don't vibe together. We already know what happens. But the thing is in solo queue is that you're still playing the game with the same maps and the same factors almost. All that is that you're just by yourself and you kind of have to do a lot more making up for your teammates too. So I highly recommend that you 5 stack first priority. If you can't 5 stack, you don't have friends, branch out, make friends, add people online. I can't tell you guys how many times I'm solo queuing on like another account, whether I'm in, you know, the silver for the solo queue series or maybe in like diamond yellow. I could still find people to add because there's so many people that are looking for people just like you. So if you decide to solo queue, that is okay, but you need to have very low expectations. You can't expect to win. You can't expect your teammates to talk to you, and you have to expect everything to not go your way. Now you might be like, oh, Athieno, that's a terrible mindset to have. I want to win and I want to get platinum. Well, you can still want to win, but if your expectations are always so low, you're going to win a lot more. So if something does go your way, you get a bonus, you win. Hey, we good. So get that in your head that you should 5 stack most of the time, but if you solo queue, expect to rank down. But you can still learn by yourself too. The 6th thing to help you guys set platinum for the first time is start acting off more information. I can't tell you guys how many times people call out where people are and nobody moves, nobody does anything. Oh, the breach is getting open. Okay. Hey, there's a roamer off site we need to clear. Okay. Hopefully, you know, someone can go deal with that. Or maybe, hey, that hatch is solved. We can rush site. You know, the thing about Siege that there's unlimited possibilities you could do to win a certain bomb site or how to play the game. There are opportunities every single like 5 seconds, and all that matters if you want to take it. So I want you to start droning more on attack. Use both of your drones before you die. Get in the habit of that. That way you used up all of your information before you could have died. The second thing is try to get used to the callouts. Like I said earlier, you know, when a roamer is in a certain room, do you know how to do that? Should you go attack them? Should you leave them alone? It's really just using all the callouts is giving you the situation to win. All that matters is how you decide if you want to act on it or not. And an example on defense, if you see someone on a camera you know, they're in a spot by themselves with no refrag, go ahead. You can be aggressive on that. You know, it's playing aggressive all the time isn't necessarily a bad thing. Is that there's just more risk to playing aggressive than passive because you die faster. So I need you to not worry. This will actually tie into our last tip, which is really, really important, is for number 7, do not be afraid to die. I know we've all been to that spot of, man, that was such an easy kill, I just gotta push him, or it looks so easy in hindsight. So you just need to not be afraid to take that risk that, oh, I might die doing this, but I might also win just a round too. So like if you're joining into a room and you see someone in a certain room, right? Don't be afraid to swing them. You know, at the same time, a lot of people on defense are just as scared as you. There's no like, oh, I'm better than everybody, stuff like that, and ego peeking everything. But there's times in the round where you find someone, you get information on someone, and you don't swing them, you just hold the angle on them expecting them to peek you. You need to actually take that initiative to help your team take that step forward in the round. Now this, I mean, this at the end of the day, this kind of ties down to your confidence as a player. You know, do you believe in your aim? Do you believe in your teammates? That just comes with experience and playing the game. There you have it. 7 tips to help you guys hit platinum a lot easier. All the 7 of these I used my first time hitting it, and I still use them to this day because they're just fundamentals. So if you guys have any questions below, if I ever miss anything, comment down below. Athieno, I need help with this, you know, stuff like that. And if this video did help you, I would very, very appreciate it if you left a like on the video and also subscribe to my channel because I want to help you get better at Rainbow Six. I'll be here for a while. Whenever you guys want to come back, I'll see you around. Have a good night.